communications, physical communication and transportation has been cut.
The President of the United Nations Economic and Social Council, ECOSOC, Ambassador Munir Akram, has been speaking on how poor countries and the vulnerable have been the hardest hit as a result of the coronavirus pandemic, resulting in deepening inequalities. At the special briefing of Sustainable Development Goal Media Compact, which Channels Television is a member of, Ambassador Akram lamented the problem of vaccine distribution and calls for an emergency meeting to tackle fair distribution.
It is obvious is not going to be fairly distributed to all the world. Therefore, it is my intention to call on a special meeting, an emergency meeting in the next few weeks to look at the situation.
The UN ECOSOC president also highlighted key areas and plans to rejuvenating developing economies.
There are, of course, proposals for restructuring the international financial architecture to build a debt authority for orderly management of the debt of many developing countries. These are, of course, more complex issues which will need to be addressed in various forums, including the IMF and the Paris Club and other G20 and G7.
How optimistic are you?
During the question and answer session, I asked about vaccine nationalism and governments meeting the SDG targets.
We need to continue to mobilize the global community, to mobilize governments, to mobilize all in order to see how to achieve the objectives. And, once we begin to prioritize between the 17 SDGs and the various targets, we will get into a very complex political situation. And I think we should avoid that. We should continue with the efforts to achieve the SDGs and do the best we can in the current circumstances.
The UN ECOSOC ambassador believes that sustainable investment in infrastructure, especially for developing countries, will lead to accelerated achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. Millicent Walker, Channels Television News.